Welcome back to the channel. What I have for you today is, of course, the Eventlab Showdown. Every Sunday, I get the Eventlabs from the festival playlist together, play them, rate them, see which one I think is the best. First up, we are in Eventlab Island. Subi156 presents Mink Creek Circuit. Forest Mountain Road with a lot of nature to take in. We get a super wheel spin. I will tell you guys, there is a little caveat about today. I have done this episode before, I think. So at the end of this, I'm going to compare what I think today versus what I thought back then. Here we go. B700 Hot Hatch. So we've played these before. I most likely used this. You know what? Just to give it a little different flair, let's use the Fiesta ST from 2023. A more recent addition to the lineup. This thing came as I think a weekly reward car, maybe 20 points. I'm not sure what series, but I do like it. I don't know if I like the Focus ST or the Fiesta ST more, but we're going to see how it handles this Eventlab. Mink Creek Circuit, Mink Creek Circuit. Oh, it's a circuit. Look at that. So there's a lot of nature to take in. Ooh, okay. Anti-lag, wow. Why did I do that again? I don't know. Hey, look. It performs well. Now, it is front-wheel drive, so I'm going to have to be a little ginger here. A little easy. So already, our only opponent near us is the car we were thinking about using. And that Fiesta ST was all-wheel drive. I don't know if that one was or not. Big power. I think I put a turbo on this. That's why we got to the anti-lag. Maybe this thing has like a race turbo. I guess it would have to, right? I don't know what other mods it has. I wonder why it doesn't spin. You figure a front-wheel drive car like this would spin a little bit if it had big power, but I don't know. We're looking at this circuit here. I think this is kind of cool. We do get some level changes, which, you know me, I usually like that. We have a great theme here. I like the forest theme. I do see the Mink Creek. That is running throughout. Get it? Yeah, water. Don Juan song in front of me. Thankfully, it's only 2 laps here. These laps seem a little long. We have a couple more twisties to go through before we finish this one up. Oh, thanks for hitting me. Nice. Nice, Dravatar. Amazing. So, I really just don't have the smoke here. It probably has to do with the handling, because in the turns, this thing just kind of won't hook up. It wants to torque steer out of the corner, which is fun. I think we have enough here, though. I'm going to go ahead and depart this part of the video. I'm going to have a battle on my hands here to win this. Remember, you have to win these to get the reward. So I will see you guys at the end. Alright, so this thing is a nice little hot rod. It is fun to hoon around in. I wonder why the Dravatar just kind of tried to pitman over me, but whatever. This is not something I should have brought to a circuit, but it's fine. We're winning anyway. We are hazing the tires now that they've warmed up a little bit and kind of gone away. We can get one to spin freely and give us some smoke. If I want to, I can get the rear end to step out, and we're able to power through the turn, but then it just torque steers and it's crazy. There you go. Winner, winner. First one done. And that was fun. Classic Eventlab, classic circuit, but we did have those additions of a kind of increasing, levels, and then back down. There was some dips. The scenery was cool. I dig it. It's cool. It's cool. And we should get a notification after we lay down those dual black marks, even in the second gear. Next up, we have XR Cosworth 01 presenting Jumbo Jangle Juggernaut. Start your engines and prepare to push your vehicles to the limits. This fast open circuit has it all, from fast open straights to hard braking to technical and flowing turns. We get Donut Media Lightning Car Horn. That is way too many words. And here it is, A800 Track Toys. Looks like it starts over here by the hotel, somewhat near. We can, no, we're near the Cars and Coffee. That's what I'm thinking of. That's the landmark that I'm pinging in my head. All right, A800 Track Toys, Jumbo Jangle Juggernaut. This has got to be crazy. Now, it is a circuit. Let's use something crazy here. I can't get something too crazy because it's going to be a way better fit than what we just had. So out of these cars, the best thing here, I think this thing actually goes. I might do that one. It's actually pretty good. We have some circuit cars and some other things that are pretty good. Let's try it though. Here we go. The 211 from Lotus. Now this thing here, you have a rear view mirror sticking up on a pole because there's barely a windshield. There's a, exposed roll cage hoop. Off-white on the, oh man, that was sick. On the Nissan Z from Donut Media. High car, I think? Not sure. Here we go. Supercharged power. Let's go. So this is a circuit, huh? Down here in Mexico, we don't get the benefit of all the rigmarole of Eventlab Island, the blank slate. We kind of have to use the roads that are here or build something on top of it. Nice M3. I think it's an M3 in front of it as well. They're kind of pulling away a little bit. Bigger power cars. This probably has a 4-cylinder here. It does sound supercharged though. Oh no. Woo! I thought we didn't have another gear. Thank God for 6th gear. We're in 7th position. We just got passed. So this thing has to perform in the turns. I don't know why. See, I really find that unnerving. The Drivatars just dive so deep into the turns and never miss. Never slide out, never hit a wall. That's why it is fun to race online sometimes. Those people have the same circumstances you do, you know what I mean? This thing is rear-wheel drive, mid-engine. I'm on no traction control. These Drivatars are just basically doing whatever they want. I might have to get a better car. This is crazy. How is this is A799. How is this not good? Maybe I need to be more aggressive from the start. I think I remember this course. This one was tough, if I'm remembering correctly. Oh Lord. Okay, we're gonna restart. All right, I'm gonna try to be more aggressive in the turns from the start. The straightaway is a little tough. Oh, I just remembered. We are literally a coffee cup. It's just an outfit. There's a real person there, but to me, I love using this and these kind of, open open container cars. Sans roof. This one's pretty much sand windshield and sans windshield and everything else. Okay, so I don't know where we were before, but we are already up to 4th position. We're probably going to lose a little bit of track position. Maybe I can steer from the rear here. Steer from the rear here, just like that. We're going to keep this BMW at bay as we go up to 6th gear. Wow, all the cars behind me trying to shuffle, jockey for position. I'm keeping them out of there. And we're going to brake super late. Oh, we do get some Drivatar into the wall, but we can't make any movement forward. This is nuts. These cars are crazy. How is he passing me? We only have one lap here too, guys. This is crazy. Trying to get a fender in on the MG X-Power car. We have the Lincoln Co. here. This Lotus can catch up to him in the turns. There is the Hyundai Envision 74. I'm just going all the way through all the branded vehicles. But man, that one seems formidable. A lot of torque from the electric. It is heavy, but man, it's carving up these corners. Don't really know which one of these I like better. The first one or this one. I don't know if there's a clear favorite right now. I'm just kind of taking them in and seeing what they offer. This one is a way bigger challenge, and I'm not really sure why. I even feel like this is a way better car than I had last time, and I'm having such a harder time. It doesn't make sense. Maybe it's underpowered, I don't know. And with this being one lap, we don't have any idea of when this is going to be over. If it was a sprint, it would be a percentage. If it was a lap race, we'd at least know. We could look at our previous lap time. The end vision. Breathing down my neck. Not really breathing. It's not an internal combustion engine. Buzzing? I don't know. Whirring? That's a good word for an electric motor, right? Humming? Maybe. I don't know. They don't make much noise. They kind of sound like this supercharged engine. There's a whine. Now, I do remember this. I am vividly remembering this track, this section here. At least I feel like. We are close to the end. Thankfully, we are in P1. I don't know if this one is going to be a favorite. This was tough, formidable. We're using the Mexican road system, so it's, you know, not a lot there. It is cool. It is a longer, you know, we're doing like 330 here, roughly. The only thing I really liked about this one, I liked the challenge. That part of it was kind of cool. Man, I feel like there's a chance for them to be tied going into this third one here. Let's get the notification, then let's check out our final Eventlab. Unworthy Pleb Jungle Rally Circuit. 3 circuits this week. What is this? Apex Racing Series? This is nuts. Okay, Jungle Rally Circuit, and it is rally. This might take it, boys. All right, we have S1 900 Rally Monsters. What an amazing category. Now, do these guys get to pick this? I think they just make the track, and then Forza and the devs kind of pick what you're going to do. Always a fun time is this number 34 Andretti Beetle from 2017. I may have even used this when I did it previously. Like I said, if I did play this before, I'm going to go back, check it out. Love those tires. I'm going to go back and check it out and see what I picked, but not until I make my decision here. So here we go. We need a win. We had one that wasn't that challenging and one that was very challenging. So where will we fall here? In between, I hope. That livery is pretty cool. I think I have it on one of the older Mustangs. That's on the Escorts. This thing is flying compared to the cars we've had recently. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. And we are on dirt. Even though this is a circuit, this is pretty good. It's a nice change. We are down in Mexico, but it seems like if you look, there's pieces added to these roads. You know, we're right there again. We're on these dirt sections, so we have the wall there. We have the grandstand. We have these gates, again, with the wall. Not the grandstand, but I guess, yeah, there's a grandstand. The fence. This is pretty cool. I like it. We're already in first place. So another 1 of 1, just one big lap. I think I can remember back to actually doing this. I've played so much Forza. That's the only reason I feel like that would be something. You see the mud flying off. I love the physics, and I love the speed. These cars handle so well. Ooh, almost hit that tree. They handle like they are on asphalt, but with just that little bit of hoon, that little bit of excitement. You're slipping and sliding around. Big brakes coming in here. Watch for the tree. Looking for that finish line just so we can know when the end is near. Into the fence and off the course. Back on. There we go. Trying to stay wide open. It's hard sometimes. It's hard to do that. Now, with the rally cars here, they do so well on the asphalt and the dirt. It's fun to get sections where you have both. And now we're on to kind of a dirt surface. We're off-road, but I don't know what this would be considered. This is a little drier. Still no start-finish line in our future on the mini-map there. Oh my gosh, I still can't see it. Oh, I was looking at the mini-map. I got screwed around there. Tapped the wall. Still have my combo though, I think. I don't think I lost it. Almost looked like a shortcut there, but wouldn't have been through the checkpoint area. This thing is fast. This track is fast, and it's still almost 3 minutes. So we are at a higher category. than we had in the last race, and we're just as long of a race. That's crazy. So we've definitely covered more ground, I would say at this point, just by doing some math. You would think, right? Maybe I'm not going as fast. Maybe that's why. But this thing feels fast. A couple twisties coming up here. I like that. Gotta be on my best behavior, and that was not that. We do not want to smash up the ride. Remember, this is a factory ride. We are sponsored. I'm sure that goes into the equation. You do not want to have your bean counters on the team yelling at you, because your season might be in jeopardy. You can't cost the team a bunch of money, that's for sure. So I did see the start-finish line in our future when we were orientated a different way a little bit ago. There it is. Wow. Over 4.5. And there it is, just over 4:30 and some change. What a long lap. All right, let's see if we get a notification here. There it is. And we get the backstage pass, just enough points. Very cool. All right, without any further ado, here are your entrants. And your winner is Unworthy Plebs Jungle Rally Circuit. And what's funny is, this was the one that won last time. The Jumbo Jangle Juggernaut. And I'll tell you why this one won for me. I just really enjoyed having that VW on that fast dirt track, and maybe it was just what I was looking for today compared to these other ones where I picked the Fiesta ST and it was pretty much just a drag car. I was out there trying to turn through the twisties. That was tough, but we got the win. What was even more intense was the Lotus taking it around and trying to beat these guys, restarting once. I think I just got a little soured on how hard it was. It was difficult, but not like in a fun way. And what I used in the previous one, it's episode 26. I used the Hyundai Elantra N front-wheel drive track car. So I probably should have used that, but I was kind of apprehensive because this first one here, we didn't have a great one. So I was trying to pick one that was going to be a little more of a challenge. And I think I actually had a harder time in the last episode than I did here. Still, the troublemaker was the Envision 74. It just goes to show, I thought maybe it would shine through on these type of tracks, all three being circuits, one being a dirt one. Maybe it was car choice. Maybe it was just what I was into today. But maybe these are going to be different when I play them for the second time. So that's cool. This is the first time this has happened, and it's going to keep happening for the rest of this series, because back when I was doing Cars and Coffee, I was also doing the Eventlab Showdown. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Congratulations to Unworthy Pleb this time round, and congratulations to all the creators for being featured. Thank you guys so much for making stuff for the community, for us to play, even though the game is kind of lacking in new stuff. You can always go to the Eventlab tab and get some new things, some new content, and you can search things up online, follow your favorite creators. They always are doing something. Like I said, thank you guys for tuning in. This is going to be my last video until Wednesday's Daily Challenge Roundup, and then we'll jump right into Autumn Storm Season on Thursday. I will see you guys there in the next one. Later.